guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I am Karis, and guys, it's a little bit different setting today. I'm about to go to the gym, so I'm gonna record a little gym video for you guys. Y'all already know it's glute day every day. Not really, just 3 days a week, but it's still. So I'm gonna record this workout video for you guys. I just have like a tee on and then some regular shorts on. So I'm getting ready to go to the gym. I'm doing glutes, so, and I haven't done a gym video in a long time, but I want to get back into doing gym videos because I like doing gym videos, and plus I think y'all like gym videos. So I don't know, comment down below. But yeah, I'm about to go ahead to the gym, so stay tuned and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, please. And let's go ahead and get to the gym, okay? Okay, guys, don't mind how I sound, but I have a little cold, but I'm gonna still go ahead and do this what is this called? This voiceover for you guys. So, yeah, so I'm on my second set, like my first working set, but my second set. And I have 80 pounds on each side, and I'm doing hip thrusts. So with hip thrust, you want to really go heavy. Like I do one warm-up set and then I do 3 working sets. And what that means is one warm-up set means like that I'm doing like a lightweight, just getting into it. And then my 3 working sets means I'm training heavy. So when you're doing hip thrust, make sure you're training heavy. And you want to make sure that a hip thrust is coming down halfway and going back up. If you look, I'm going halfway and coming back up. A cast glute bridge is going like less than halfway and coming back up. So just keep in mind that hip thrusts are going halfway and back up. As you can tell, I died after that set, but it's fine. I think for this particular set that I did reps of 12. So I did 12 reps in this set. So yeah. Okay, guys, so now I'm on my second working hip thrust set. And as you can tell, I have 245s on each side for this. So I'm going a little heavier. And I'm doing the same form. I'm making sure that I'm basically going like halfway down and then up. When I do heavier weight, I tend to like pause a little bit. You'll see when I start. So you want to make sure your feet are like kind of shoulder width apart. And then I'm letting it off the Smith machine and I'm going halfway and up. But as you can see, I tend to pause at the top a little bit and then before I go back down to another set, just to slow it down. When you're doing hip thrusts at heavyweight, you want to slow down the movement because time under tension is what's going to really grow your glutes. Like time under tension in any exercise, any glute exercise, that's what's really going to grow your glutes. So to make sure you're taking your time, don't rush through it. I know it's hard. I know it hurts. I know it burns, but take your time. That wore me out. So yeah. Hip thrust is my favorite workout, but it's going to wear you out. It's going to wear you out. I'm going to be honest. Like, it's a love-hate relationship over here. So, yeah. Okay, guys. So, now we're moving on to RDLs. And RDLs are really my favorite because, I don't know, now they're easy. Like, they used to not be my favorite because I could never get my form right. But now that I have my form right, they are my favorite. So, as you can tell, I'm putting 10s on each side. And then I have a little, not a dumbbell. I have a little weight on the floor, 20-pound weight right there, because that helps me elevate so I can go back further and not have the weight like drop. Basically, it's for me. Like, if you're taller, you understand, but if you're shorter, you won't have to worry about this. But I'm putting on my gloves because, girl, I don't want no calluses on my hands. So yes, let's get into it. So with RDLs, this is very tricky. You want to push your butt back, like hinge your hips back. Not your back. Hinge your hips back. If you can see, I'm hinging my hips back first. And my body is falling into position because my hips are moving back. And I recommend when you're first doing RDLs, like when you're first trying RDLs, do it with dumbbells first. And make sure that you're moving very slow through this motion because it's very tricky. Like, there's been times where I used to just use my back all the time. But you're really supposed to just use your butt. Push your butt back. And then everything will fall in pursuit. So it really helps if you watch like somebody doing it though. So watch me do it. So how I really learned, now I added another 10 onto these, but I'm doing the same RDLs. But how I learned to be so good, like how I learned to get my form, because I don't think I'm the best, but how I learned to get my form really good with RDLs is that I just watched people's form. Like I just really studied other people's forms, and that helped me because I'm more of a visual learner. I'm not an auditory learner. So the way people can explain, like on TikTok, they explain it like, you know, push your butt back, like you're hitting the car door, like you're trying to close your car door. But I just learn off watching people. So if you really like study my form, you'll get it. Like just honestly, just push your butt back. Honestly, push your butt back and try and hinge your hips. That's like the top 2 things that I can tell you to. Try and push your butt back. Like hinge those hips. Work on hinging those hips. Because when you hinge your hips, that's going to help. So guys, this is my last compound movement. I apologize for the angle in advance because you guys can't see like the plate at the bottom or my foot. But basically with reverse lunges, you want to have one foot going back and hinge your hips and come back up. But you want to put all your weight onto the leg that's on the plate, if that makes sense. Like, and the leg that's going back is just for balance type of thing. But when you're going back with your opposite leg, you're really working the opposite glute muscle. And it seems weird, but it's not when you get into it. But really just keep in mind with this exercise, going back on your leg and hinging your hips and going back up and not putting too much weight on that balancing foot, like the foot that's going back and forth, because you're really not supposed to put your any weight or be using that foot, honestly. And now I'm doing it on the other side. You're really supposed to be putting all your weight onto the side that's on the plate type of thing. Because when you're putting that opposite leg back, the opposite glute muscle is going to be really working. So make sure you're hinging your hips and make sure you're putting minimal pressure on the leg that's doing all the work, basically. Hope that makes sense. Okay, guys, this is one of my accessory movements that I did. Accessory movements are very important with growing glutes. You know, I, for one, really want to grow my side glutes and really just want to put more plump emphasis on my booty, on my glutes. So I'm doing kickbacks, cable kickbacks, basically just trying to plumpen up my glutes, like my regular glutes. So I had to fix the weight because it was too heavy, honey. So I had to do a little lighter weight. And basically for this one, you just want to push it back. Like you just want to push your leg back. Push your leg back for the glute. It's a really easy movement. Like you'll feel it. But you just want to kick your leg back. Literally the name's inside. You want to kick your leg back. Don't hunch over though. Don't hunch over. Like the hunching I'm doing is cool, but don't hunch no further than that, I would say, because then you're gonna feel it on your back and then it's gonna be a problem. But just make sure that you are just kicking back. You don't have to kick all the way up. Like you don't gotta kick all the way up. Like you're not trying to kick nobody from the back. You're just trying to feel it in your glute muscles. And I put a little hand on my back that helps me to be more like to help my glutes isolate and to help me to be more balanced. So you can do that as well. But honestly, you don't have to kick your leg all the way up. You just kick it enough to where you feel your glute tightening up and then come back. So yeah, it's a really good movement though over time. It really does do a lot of glute growth. So I would really recommend this accessory exercise. So guys, after this movement, I did one more accessory exercise. I did the abductor machine, the hip abductor machine, but I couldn't record because of the way they set up and it was like pat down that session. But I did do hip abductions after this as well. So yeah, bye.